If you thought Bitcoin was an abstract technology or a niche investment, there's an awful lot of punters clamouring to be involved.
Bitcoin is a bit of suffering a bit from the Kardashian syndrome. It's that Bitcoin's famous for being famous. People want it because other people want it.
Not long ago, Jason Williams' meetups for Bitcoin enthusiasts sometimes failed to even draw a crowd.
We are absolutely seeing the start of mainstream adoption. Like, we really are.
Now, Bitcoin is a magnet for an unlikely breed of investor.
I guess for you, it's the way to make money.
Don't even know how to update my laptop properly. I'm in the human services, so math is something I sort of failed at. I'm actually really bad with numbers. Yeah.
So are you typical or atypical here tonight as a Bitcoin investor?
I'm very atypical. One, I'm a woman. I think my age as well. Like, I'm a mother and, I'm sort of at the other end of the spectrum. I'm not young millennial tech person or anything.
The online currency is free from the control of any central bank, and it's no secret its value has gone through the roof. If you'd bought just one Bitcoin this time last year, you would have paid $982. And if you'd held on throughout the year despite 3 major crashes and sold last week when it crossed the $18,000 mark, you would have made a tidy profit, if you can handle the risk. Risk that used to be, in Bitcoin's early days, associated with cybercrime.
Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency.
The new legislation that AUSTRAC will administer in relation to the digital currency exchange providers certainly responds to their increasing prevalence and use within the society and within the community. It also responds importantly for Australia in relation to the risks that are faced by money laundering and terrorism financing.
And now it's being embraced by Wall Street, with Bitcoin futures trading opening with the Chicago Options Exchange.
Moving this on to a regulated market, full transparency, oversight from our own internal regulation, that's what we're bringing to the marketplace, and it is answering that demand that we've seen from our customers.
Futures trading is a way to basically lock in a contract and enable someone else to take the risk of price volatility, and that makes it safe for institutional investors. So what we can expect to see is reasonably large amounts, possibly a flood of institutional money into this crypto market.
A flood so dramatic, trading was twice halted to stabilise the price from huge upward surges.
Bitcoin futures jumped over 20% before easing back. The surge may have caused an early outage of the Chicago-based CBOE Global Markets website.
Bitcoin is basically the email.
Two brothers banking that the bubble won't burst are the Winklevoss twins.
Around the world, as long as someone has a data connection.
They pumped $11 million from their settlement with Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg into Bitcoin, making them the first Bitcoin billionaires.
Bitcoin is a fixed supply of 21 million Bitcoin, similar to why you might buy gold and have that in your portfolio as a hedge against currency risk or inflation or disaster insurance.
It's their exchange which is supporting Bitcoin's Wall Street debut.
Good morning, everybody. Yay, what's up?
Closer to home, others are enjoying Bitcoin's growth.
Yeah, we've seen phenomenal growth over the last 12 months. Most Bitcoin exchanges track quite closely to the Bitcoin price. So in terms of trading volumes, we've seen a 10-fold increase over the last 12 months, and we've more than doubled our user numbers.
Asher Tan runs CoinJar, an Aussie startup which focuses on getting consumers into owning and trading in the currency.
I think the basic concepts of Bitcoin have different aspects. There's the economic side, there's the technology side, and there's the social side as well, how we use currencies between each other. So lots of education. CoinJar aims to demystify it. The best way is to own a small amount of Bitcoin and use it for yourself, and that usually answers most of the questions people have around Bitcoin.
A lot of the attention this year has been on Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, but in many ways that is actually a sideshow. For the real thing that happened was that we just got a significant proof of concept of a radical new technology that is that is about to transform a lot of the ways in which we use data and information in our society.
You all can do whatever you want, and I don't care. Okay?
But predictions the bubble will burst remain. The CEO of JP Morgan Chase Bank calls it a fraud.
I could care less what Bitcoin trades for, how it trades, why it trades, who trades it. If you're stupid enough to buy it, you'll pay the price for it one day. The only value of a Bitcoin is what the other guy will pay for it. And I think, honestly, I think there's a good chance that Bitcoin, a lot of the buyers out there are up there jazzing up every day so that maybe you'll buy it too.
I don't see this as a bubble. What I see this as a price discovery process that's playing out with a fundamentally new technology. And there'll be gyrations and volatility in this process, but what we're observing here is mostly an adoption process, where as more and more people come in, this drives the price higher.
Can I get a beer and a vodka soda fresh lime, thanks?
For now, actually paying with Bitcoin in the real world economy remains a novelty.
Is this the first time you've bought a drink with Bitcoin?
No.
So what else can you buy with Bitcoin?
I'd like to be able to buy a lot more. Hey, can I pay with Bitcoin? Thanks.
And even its legion of new fans can't agree on what Bitcoin will do next.
Be really careful with what you want to do with Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies.
Like it'll pop, it'll deflate, but it won't, the bubble, like it won't burst.